Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you all for watching my video. This is the beginning of a good year that we're going to have. I'm basically just coming to you all and wanting to share my story and put my untold truth out there. A lot of people may not be interested, and a lot of people may just to get to know the girl behind the makeup. Um, this is a raw and uncut version. I'm going to post this video, and I would like for you all to comment, share, like all those good things. Inbox me if necessary if there's things that you want to talk about or if there's things that you want me to address. Um, I'm open for discussion. I got a story to tell. I'm 29 years old and I'm about to walk into my 30s, and I made a vow that what I did in my 20s, I will not do in my 30s. So, my vlog series is basically the untold story of Deme Joe. Everything must go. Um, so I recently went through a breakup, and it was a breakup that I did not see coming. I was blindsided. I didn't know. But one thing I have learned um, in the past 2 weeks is that God gives you signs before destruction. And the signs were there. It's just that sometimes us as humans, we do not pay attention to those signs. Um, so things that I'm going to talk about is my bounce back, me being patient, becoming an outsider to a lot of things, remaining focused, moving in silence, and the fact that God has stripped me of everything. When I say of everything, I mean of everything. And him being the God that he is and him being a jealous God, that's what happens. He will strip us of everything so that we cannot depend on anybody but him. He finds a way to bring us back to him. I'm not a Bible beater. I don't know everything. I don't know every scripture in the Bible, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even read my Bible faithfully. But I am, like I said, a 29-year-old woman that is going to be stepping into her 30s, and things that I did in my 20s, I would not want to do in my 30s. And this is the beginning of that. So like I said, this all stemmed from a breakup. Basically on in the month of October, I made a lot of decisions to move my life, and with me moving my life, meaning that I was about to um, basically go into cohabitating with someone else. And with me cohabitating with someone else, excuse me, basically that meant that our lives were about to merge together. So me being the woman in this relationship, and if a lot of you all don't know, a lot of my followers don't know that I have lived my life as a lesbian woman since I was about 16 years old. So me being the feminine one, I basically did what a wife would do. Take care of the household, make sure everything is in order. And my mate being the dominant one, which is known as a stud, she was pretty much the breadwinner. So, with that being said or whatnot, um, I did everything that I needed to do to make sure that everything was in line for us to move. Now, she was already in the state that we were going to be moving to. Um, so all I needed to do was make sure that everything in our current city and state was wrapped up and taken care of so that we didn't have to worry about this any longer. And that's basically what I did on top of working a job, along with trying to do some other things for our family, like give us a baby. Um, so and there just was a lot of things going on in the month of October. Um, and I will elaborate on everything you all if you all genuinely want to know deeper. I'm going to give what I can give off, but a lot of questions that you all may have, you know what I'm saying. If you want me to go deeper, I'm telling y'all this is raw uncut. Like literally open me up because this is helping. This is going to. I really feel like this is going to help me realize a lot of things about myself, help somebody if I possibly can, and move forward in the direction that God wants me to move. When I say He said to me, everything must go, everything must go. And in order for everything to go, then that means I have to sell it all. So this is me selling my story, selling it all so that he can move in with new inventory. So basically, November came and I moved November 1st. So we gonna start splack dead on the first. I moved, I came in, I got the house together, I did everything, you know what I'm saying, that I was supposed to do. Anybody that knows me on a personal level know that I have always been the one that's the pop off queen. If you come at me, I'm coming at you raw, full, and in force. But at the same time, I always mean well, my heart in the right place. I talk plenty of mess, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mouth can be as vulgar as you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? You take me there, I'm gonna take you there. What's up? You know what I'm saying? That's what type of attitude and personality that I've had, but genuinely I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what I believe. Um and I just don't believe in doing no better no any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to play the get back at your game, but sometimes it happens, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately I moved again, like I said, in November, walked into the house, did what I needed to do to get our house situated and settled for us to actually live in, turning this house into a home. Began a routine, you know what I'm saying? You get up, my significant other gets up in the morning, she goes to work. Before she leaves, I tell her three things: have a good day, take you something to eat, drive safely. That was me being a person that likes consistency. I've always been like that. I like consistency things, so I was consistent with it. Um, and when it came to our son, you know what I'm saying, I did my best to be as consistent with him as I possibly could. He got up, he went to school in the morning. When he got out of school, he knew that I was there. Whether I was in the living room, I was in the kitchen, I was in my makeup room, or I was in my bedroom. I was somewhere in that household. He saw I was the first face that he saw when he got home. So our lives went that way. That's how things went. She got up, she went to work. She made sure bills were straight and taken care of, and I took care of the household. And I just I engulfed myself in being um, a mom and a significant other. And finally, for once, I'm like, yes, a breakthrough. Like, I am now at a point where, I've gone through all these other relationships and it has built me up into this point. And don't get me wrong, our situation was not by far not the easiest thing. This wasn't no Cinderella story. You know what I'm saying? Even with me and her, like we were not a Cinderella story. Period. You know what I'm saying? But the love that she gave off, the persona that she gave, just made me believe, like, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, me and Shotty rocking to the wheels fall off. And it ain't nothing that we, you know what I'm saying, can't overcome together. Time goes on, time goes on, time goes on. We're having small arguments, but who ain't? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of a relationship. On top of the fact, it's two women. So this is going to happen. There's a lot of emotions. We getting our monthlies at the same time. Like, we got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Um, but ultimately, it got to a point where we started having conversations like, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? Um, I'm getting frustrated because, for one, I ain't working. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm not working because I can't work. I'm not working because the goal was for me to engulf myself in the business. And anybody that knows me knows that I do makeup, I do hair when I want to. I'm working out this nail thing. I do mink lashes, traditional lashes. We're getting this teeth whitening thing started. I do eyebrow tinting. Like, you know, I got a full cosmetic business going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really trying to do it and stick to it. Okay? So that's what we're gonna say about that. I took the back seat on working the job, and that was her whole stilo, her whole thing. So push come to shove, So there's tension with me in that aspect. It's tension with her because um she just had tension. And at that time, which I'm not going to disclose right now, but you'll catch it at the end, um, I wasn't understanding. My significant other is a person that does not talk. She bottles a lot of things in. Being with me made her talk. That's probably the most that she ever talked. Simply because I would drill her like, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. And for me, I've always been like that because my childhood, I lived in a household where I really didn't have a voice. So when I turned 18 and I left, I was like, look, I don't care what's going on in my life, what nobody say to me, how nobody come at me. I'm gonna say what I want to say when I want to say it and how I want to say it, and you got to take it for what it is. That's what type of girl I was. That's how I live my life. So for me, it was like you gotta talk about it. You gotta get it out. So I would pretty much make her talk and try to beat her into talking, but sometimes find myself frustrated because I'm like, I'm 29. At the time, she was 33. Just had a birthday, turned 34. Whatever. Um. So I feel like you grown as fuck. Like you know how to motherfucker open your mouth and talk. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, now looking back, because that's how she had lived her life for so long, she really don't know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine, cool, and dandy. Long story short, we had our problems, we had our issues, and I'm about to bring up why I'm at this point of telling my story and saying that this web series is called Everything Must Go. So, the first came, we, had an incident. She got home late. Um, and I had an attitude because I didn't cook, and I cook with my soul because that's my way of giving back to her. I'm cooking meals with my soul because I want you to, in my food, I want you to see how much I love you. Um, so, um, she got home late, and we pretty much kicked it in my makeup room. I can smell the aroma of that day. We kicked it in my makeup room. She laid on my sofa that I had in my makeup room, and she was scrolling on her phone, which the phone was an issue thing with us. I hated it. I hated it. Like, bruh, put that shit down. But I hated it. But she scrolling on her phone. I ain't really tripping. I'm on FaceTime with my little sister, my niece, everybody, because all of my folks were it basically in a relationship with her too because they hadn't built a bond with her. This woman has been in my life for almost 3 years. They've gotten used to her. So we on FaceTime. All of a sudden, my sister say, uh, it's about to be the new year. Then I hear my son, like, calling out money as the countdown goes on. Like, it's, 10, 9, 8. Like, he comes saying money, 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 money. By this time, my significant other has gotten up. She's gone in the other room, and she's like, favor. And she kept saying favor, 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 favor. So for me, it was faith, because I feel like if you got faith, everything else gonna fall in place, which is going to. When I say this series is gonna be good to y'all, this is gonna be good to y'all, and I really believe in this. Like my heart is in this. So just to jump back in the story. So he's saying money, she's saying favor, I'm saying faith. So we are saying it. So we end up explaining as a family, why did you say money? Why did you say faith? Why did you say favor? Okay, my son goes in his room, we go in our room. And I done been drinking. I'm tipsy, it's the new year, let's wine dine doodle. You know what I'm saying? So, um, we laying there and she's still in her phone. And I'm not understanding. Like, you got your woman in the bed with you. It's the new year. We bringing in the new year together. Like, it's all new. Like we doing this. Like we really doing this. I've hit breakthroughs with the business. I've got my natural hair license. So shout out to me. Yes, y'all, I am now licensed to do natural hair. What's up? So yeah, this the righteous side of me. But so we having breakthroughs, like business cards are being done. I done found a shop to work in. Like life for me has now starting to unfold, and this new year is about to be magnificent. And I just know God is like He's moving, like He is moving. He had literally dropped, gave me a drop on my tongue of what He had in store for me and what I can have, and I'm just overly excited. You know what I'm saying? So, and we not living check to check, like we good. So I'm laying in the bed, she's still on her phone. So I lay there, and me, I'm the type of person where when something's on my heart, it's on my heart and I gotta say it. I don't care. I just gotta get it out. And sometimes it's not always good. Sometimes it's better to, you know what I'm saying, leave things, go about things a different way. But me, I wanted to get it out. And I'm just like, yo, you got a nice woman laying up in your bed, no clothes on. She tipsy, she drunk. Like you ain't trying to get down with the get down. Like what's going on? I mean, and her response was like, I mean, whatever, whatever. So it ended up happening, but of course I'm feeling like it's forced. I'm a person that when I'm with somebody, I pay attention to all the signs of what they do, how they do, and it was certain things within the moment that made me be like questioning certain things because I know her, know her, at least I thought, and over and done with. Days go on, and we end up getting snowed in. So snowed in, and the next day, well, she was supposed to go to work. Next day, she's still in the bed. I'm like, you didn't get up and go to work. She was like, no. I'm like, are you going out late? She's like, calling people now just to see, you know, what I need to do. I'm texting my managers and whatever, whatever, whatever. And me being a woman, because I have so much trust in her. And everything that I did in my previous relationship with checking phones and going through emails and hacking computers and all that, I'm not doing it. Like I'm trusting her word. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you texting your boss. You texting your boss? Oh, okay. So didn't think nothing of it. Went to the kitchen, started cleaning up, cleaning my brushes. Next thing I know, I see her getting up and moving around, putting on clothes. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she probably finna go to work late. You know what I'm saying? And get her a few hours in. But when she went to pass me and take the keys off the key rack, she got on a whole outfit. And I'm like, where you going? Never mind. By that time I'm pissed off because I'm like, where you going? You ain't even saying nothing. Her words to me verbatim was, I don't know. I'm finna go ride and find us something to do. I'll be back later. And as she was walking out the door, me being a little bit spiteful, I'm like, this shit not gonna work. Because when I would try to run away and go ride when we had our little spats, there was something that she didn't like, so I stopped doing it. So for her to turn around and do what she say she didn't like, I'm a little confused. So she go ahead and goes out the door. About 15 minutes later, she calls me back and say, hey, Deme, because that's what she calls me. Deme, what are we doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because You saying it's not gonna work. I'm like, this not gonna work because of the little spats and stuff that we had. But we always bounce back, so I ain't really think nothing new. But I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what's really wrong. You're not really talking to me. You're not expressing to me. So ultimately, I don't know. I don't know. She was like, okay, well, she started to cry. I can hear her voice crack. She was like, all right, well, just find us something to do. I'll be back. I'm like, okay, cool. We had wanted to go bowling, had been wanting to go bowling and stuff. But the bowling alley was closed at the day that we wanted to go. So in my mind, I'm like, we'll go bowling or go catch a movie because we hadn't seen two movies that we both wanted to see. Uh, and one basically was one for me and my son. Like we love Marvel movies and stuff like this. So we were gonna go see Aquaman. Okay, speeding right along. The day passes, and and me being me, I didn't call, I didn't text. I kind of let her have it because in my mind I'm like, when my woman come back home, we gonna talk. We gonna get an understanding. It's a new year. We only 4 days in. Uh, Let me make sure. I have a planner, y'all, that I keep track of everything. So I'm like, we're 4 days in, and uh, definitely yes, um, definitely going we gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. I'm gonna look for us a counselor. Like things are gonna be okay. So I thought she comes. Well, by this time, so much time had passed by and got pissed off. I put on clothes. I called my sister and I'm like, I'm so over this her getting home late. And today, she ain't go to motherfucking work. So what the fuck is your excuse of not being at this motherfucking house? You'd have been gone like a whole motherfucking work shift and then some. Like, what the fuck is you doing? So I wrote her a note and I said something in the terms of disres- the disrespect I can't deal with, or something like that. And I signed my name, Deme Joe. And I left it on the bed, put on clothes. I walked past my son's room. I didn't say nothing to him. I got in my car and I pulled off and I sent him a text message. And I said, I'm gone. I'm about to withdraw some money out of my account and I'm finna leave because I don't have time for the disrespect and I'm not for it. So eventually she called and was like, where are you going? Where are you at? So we kind of did the cat and mouse with the where you at, where you going type thing. And push come to shove, she was like she was headed back to the house. And I wasn't far, y'all. I literally had just literally drove around to the Knicks apartment complex and was sitting in the parking lot. But me being me is like I want you to feel some type of way because I want you to see what that shit feel like, and that shit don't feel good. And us as women, us as human beings, this is where I say like playing to get back, get your game. It's not always the thing you need to do, and it can be hurtful and it can turn into something else. Um, excuse me. So, uh, I pulled back up at the house and I was like, you know what? I'm coming to the house. I'm at the house. Where you at? And she was like, I left when you wasn't there. And I came, and when I seen you went there, I left again. What I'm coming home for, and you ain't even here. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you got a whole motherfucking kid in here. That's what the fuck you coming home. You coming home because you ain't been here all motherfucking day. You coming home because this is your motherfucking home. You know what I'm saying? Like, me being a woman in my mind, just going, just going, just going. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the house. Because by this time, I'm angry, and I have a tendency when I get too angry, I'm every bit of my father's child. I want to fight. So I pulled up to the house on a bad thing. So she pulls in the garage, comes over to my car. And I'm like, we having words. and she's crying, and I don't know if it was that night or what. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that night. That's another tea I give y'all on the next video. But um, we finally have words, and then we go in the house, and I get settled in the house, and I'm like, so where you been? She lies and says she's been at her cousin's, and she had been drinking and been drinking since earlier, and all that. So she asked me what I had ate, and I was like, nothing. I've been sick, like sick to my stomach, and me not even knowing that God gave me that sickness to let me know that some shit was about to unfold. So push come to shove, she goes and she gets me and our son something to eat, which I'm quite sure in the midst of that, she probably made her little phone calls and text messages or whatever, whatever. Because I know her. And, she came back. She ate. We ate. She gave me my food. She gave this one. She was like, I'm finna go. I'm finna go back out and finna drink. And me being me, just because I just wanted us to be okay, I'm like, okay, whatever. All right. And because I believed her and because she made that phone call, even though in my mind I had my second thoughts about it, when she made the phone call to her cousin, he was like, all right, cuz, whatever. And I could kind of hear him say that. It kind of smoothed me over. And I let her leave again. I fell asleep, y'all, in our bed. And at 2:25 in the morning, my phone rings. And my ringer was on vibrate because I was like, let me cut my phone on because if she gets too drunk, I might need to go get her. So let me turn my ringer back on. Turn my ringer on, and I go to sleep. Fall asleep in our bed. And at 2:25, I get a phone call, and it's her. Our picture pops up on the front of my phone, and I'm like, hello, and I'm still kind of half asleep. And she said, kiss. That's what she calls me. She said, kiss. I got something to tell you. I'm like, okay, I'm listening. She says, I've been dealing with somebody. I'm like, okay. Now, this is how I'm talking to her. She said, now, like a full-fledged, like, relationship, dealing with somebody. I said, okay. I said, is it so-and-so? She said, yeah. Because me and her had a conversation about this young lady. And before I moved, I asked her, was it serious? Before I made this move. And if y'all have questions, like I said, y'all can ask me deeper questions in our next video. I answer them. I even go live. If y'all gonna tune in and we can talk about everything, I'll go live and we can do it right then and there. She said, yeah. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, you know what? I just want you to be happy. Okay? She said, okay. I hung up the phone. I laid there for about 5 minutes. And it settled in. I had on a nightgown, put on some sweatpants, and I called her back. And I said, you really just motherfucking called me and told me you got a whole nother bitch? You better get your ass back to this house. And I hung up. And then I went to my son's room. And I bust open the door open and I said, did you know your mother had a girlfriend? And he looked in shock and awe and he said, no ma'am. I said, don't lie to me. He said, no ma'am. And I believed it. And even if he was lying, guess what, y'all? I can't fight my kid for doing or going with what his mother do, because ultimately that's his biological mother. And it's nothing that I can do. He ain't gonna, he love me, but he ain't gonna go against the grain. He ain't gonna lie to me. If he gotta lie to me, it's not intentional and I can't fault him. I slammed this door and I closed it. And I started taking, I literally had a Bernadette moment. I took everything out that motherfucking closet in our room. And I started throwing it in the tub. I went to the closet and got cleaning supplies. And I sent her a picture and I said, you better not have shit, but what the fuck you got on your back right now? So you better get to this house. Then I called her to say the same exact thing for the woman in the background to say, if you touch anything, you going to jail. Hey, y'all. Let me tell you something. I ain't never scared. Okay? Been there, done that, got a t-shirt. Come on with it. Come on. And this is that when my mama and my daddy got together, they made a bad motherfucker, okay? It's okay. Which leads me up into, eventually she came to the house. I fought her. I cried. I begged. I pleaded. And this went on for 2 days. And then I eventually packed my shit and I left. And here it is. 3 weeks later. And I have realized that God has stripped me of everything. And he has been trying to teach me the same lesson for years now, which is patience. And with him trying to teach me patience, I have realized a lot of things. And that's why I've come to this thing where I say everything must go. Everything must go stands for me getting rid of all of the old past hurt, pain, whatever, and making room for God to come in and bring in new inventory. Okay? My bounce back game with breakups has always been strong. But when I say this bounce back, it's so hard. Like, I'm like, you know how you got a basketball and you done kind of pumped it up and it has made its form, but when you go to bounce it, it's still flat. It ain't dribbling like you want it to do. That's why I'm at. Like, my ball is not dribble material as of yet. And I'm trying to get that. And I know it's going to take time because this situation has stripped me of a lot. And God has come in and said, I am going to put you on your knees for you to look up to me for all of your needs and your wants. I'm a jealous God, and you shall not put anyone before me. When I made that move, I should have learned my lessons from the first time I moved for somebody. You consult God first. When I said I was going to do this business with her, she was my partner, and it was me and her. I should have consulted God first. That's my partner. So I'm at a point now where I'm becoming an outsider, and I'm removing and stripping myself of people and things so that I can focus and practice on my patience, because if I'm patient, God will give me everything that my heart desires. He knows that I want someone to love and care for. He knows that I want to be a wife. He knows that I want to be a mother. But it's not my job to go and make it myself. It's his job to give it to me. So, with this series that I'm trying to create here, um, I'm going to talk about my relationship. I'm going to talk about the things that I went through, and I'm not going just one side, and I'm going to give both sides. And I'm going to be honest with you. One of the things that kind of shifted me and my last relationship with her, it's so hard to say ex, y'all, because I'm still trying to make this a reality. Like, this is going on. But with me and her, the summer was a rocky period for us. And in that summer, I, had friends, nothing serious, nothing that I really was really gone really invest in. And the one person that I did invest time into, I did something really, really stupid. And I carried that paperwork, which was a letter. I carried that into my new home. And not even remembering or knowing, unconsciously not knowing, in the process of me and my last situation, unpacking our house and getting settled, she ran across it, and it kind of put a damp on it. And it really, for me, that's when she started to be more different. But again, there's more to the story, and it'll unfold over the course of this series. Um, that I'm giving you all, but I'm not perfect. I made my mistakes too, y'all. I'm not here. I'm not gonna one side it. I'm not gonna blame everything on other people. I'm gonna give y'all the raw uncut. If I did something, I did it. If I fought her, I fought her. If I smacked her, I smacked her. If I did something wrong and said something out of context, I said it. You know what I'm saying? And me being there raw and this uncut and this vulnerable to the world is to show y'all that we make our mistakes along the way and don't think that later on they would bite us in the ass, or we do small things and not think that something big and dramatic is going to happen. um or sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we overlook what's really happening in the signs. And when I say God gives you signs before destruction, he gives you signs, and the signs were there. I just didn't pay attention because I really didn't want to. But I want y'all to tune in to me, like, comment, share. I'm gonna wrap this up and let y'all know that I'll come back to y'all with whatever y'all need and continue to tell my story. If y'all want me to go live, please comment and say live under here, and I will definitely come and finish the story out and give y'all more in details and depth of what has happened, and continue to tell you all what has brought me to the point, because really, to be honest, I've only started the story. I haven't unfolded to you all why I'm at this point, why I'm telling this story. And I want to give y'all that, but I need to know that y'all are all in and y'all for it, and y'all are going to rock this to the wheels fall off with me. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And if y'all need me, know that I am back in Memphis and traveling to Nashville sometimes. What other surrounding state? Anything in Mississippi, I will travel to that as well. Maybe work in Atlanta. or whatever the case might be, because I do have people there. But any of my services and things like that, definitely gonna do those things. But again, follow me on all social media sites. I love y'all. I will continue to tell my story. Again, if y'all want me to go live and tell the story and y'all ask questions along the way, then definitely, you know what I'm saying, I'm all for that too. I'm giving y'all this, no lie. Again, this is Demi Joe, the untold story of me, and the series is called Everything Must Go. I love y'all.